friends, we are heading toward Universal Orlando today, and I'm really excited because they're doing Halloween stuff.
Yeah, to kind of make up for the lack of Halloween Horror Nights this year, they're doing 2 haunted houses. They are doing the Tooth Fairy and the Bride of Frankenstein, Universal Monsters.
Yeah, and they're also doing a Scarecrow scavenger hunt,
yes,
which I believe is going to be going on till November 1st. So the deal is kids can trick or treat. Adults, obviously, like us that don't have kids, we can't trick or treat, but if we want to win some candy, we can by doing the Scarecrow scavenger hunt.
I definitely want to win some candy. That sounds great. Before we get started, go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Go ahead and hit that little bell icon to receive notifications every time we upload a new video.
As part of the festivities for Halloween celebration, they're doing 2 haunted houses right now. The Tooth Fairy and another one that has to do with the Universal Monsters. And we haven't found out yet if this is something that's going to continue or if this is something that they're going to be doing just this weekend and that's it. We're going to try to talk to a couple cast members and find out, but Adam was able to go ahead and somehow get one of them. We got the Tooth Fairy. I wasn't able to book anything, but that's good. So at least we're going to get to see one of them and see what it's about. We're in the Universal store. We stopped by here because this is where we're going to find the scavenger hunt stuff, and we noticed that they've got Halloween Horror Nights masks, even though there is no Halloween Horror Nights this year.
It's a pretty cool collectible item though.
Yeah, Universal Monsters and some other stuff. And it even says Halloween Horror Nights 2020. It's so weird because there is no Halloween Horror Nights 2020. What's on this side over here? This is just the regular masks. I probably should buy the Hello Kitty one.
They do have the old school Universal Florida.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So all these masks go for $6 each, or you can get 4 for $20.
I don't know if this is something new or not, but anytime I've ever bought a lanyard, it had a pouch with it. And it looks like the lanyard is $12, and now you're actually having to pay separately for a pouch. I don't know when that started.
I thought those were included, but now
they were.
Yeah, it seems that they are not.
How weird. I don't know when that started.
Strange question is, does this Harry Potter count as basic or premium? Because
I think that's basic because it's not in a package.
Right.
But whoops, now I can't get this back on here. Okay, but over here, these look like these would be premium because they're wrapped up.
Right. That's kind of what I figured.
I really don't think they should be charging for that. That's just my opinion.
I think they should give you a pouch. Why not? You know.
It's part of your lanyard. Over at the main store at Universal, when you first walk in, this is where you find Scarecrow stocks. So we actually found the area, and we're going to find out more about that right now.
As we mentioned before, Universal right now is doing what's called the Scarecrow Stalk. It is a scavenger hunt for adults. Kids are allowed to trick or treat here, adults are not. So if you want candy, this is the way to get it. So the trick to this is to go around all these different shops in Universal and find the Scarecrow or skeleton in each store. If you find it, you go up to the counter, they give you a stamp. When you're all full, at the end of all of your stamps and you've collected all of them, you go to either San Francisco Candy Factory or Studio Sweets to redeem your candy. If you buy bulk candy at either location and you're full with all of your stamps, you get 30% off of the bulk candy. So that's another little perk. I think this is going to be a really cool thing to do today. It's not something we normally get to do. Scavenger hunt at Universal, that's really fun.
We're over at Silver Screen and we see another display in here for the Scarecrow stock. We're not sure if this is what we're supposed to be looking for.
I'm thinking that's our skeleton, because it is a skeleton, it's just a mermaid skeleton.
Yeah, but this looks really cool, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Well, we stopped over at Silver Screen for the next punch, and I got myself a Hello Kitty mask. This is a size medium, and I still feel like it's a little loose around the nose, but they only make the Hello Kitty mask in a medium. So it looks like it's gonna rain, and I was kind of hoping that the weather would hold out better. I don't know if this is gonna work. It is slipping.
Is it really?
Yeah, I don't have my clips with me. I might have to wait till I have my clips next time, put the other mask back on. But the this is what the crowd looks like over here today at Universal. And this is probably, I want to say, the busiest I've seen it since we've been back to Universal since it reopened after it was closed for a while. So there's a lot more people here than normal, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think this is actually a slower area of the park.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of empty compared to the rest of the park. But there's the 5 and Dime. That is our next stop on the scavenger hunt.
I feel like a lot of the reason that they're having the scavenger hunt is to get you to go into different stores, because I want to buy everything.
I know, I'm seeing things that I've never seen before.
Look at this. I love it. I never really looked around too much in here, and there's all this like awesome Bates Motel stuff.
Yeah, they have the bathrobe. Like it's like they have things you'd find in a hotel, like a coffee mug, a notepad, a robe.
Look at that towel. I love it. It's the thing is, I wouldn't want to use it though.
And you know what? It's a little bit scratchy, just like a hotel towel. It is. It actually is. They're a little scratchy.
That's so awesome. Looks like we found another skeleton. So we got another stamp over here. We weren't going to show too much of the scavenger hunt, but it's not really challenging. It is meant for you to be easily able to find everything.
Yeah, when
so
they give you the
candy.
Yeah, when they give you the map, like they tell you exactly where each of the stamps are located, like each one of the skeletons and scarecrows. So it's not like you have to just search the entire park looking for hidden items. Like, they tell you where they are. This one happens to be in SpongeBob's store pants. We got our little pirate guy here.
We are at the gift shop for Men in Black, and we found another Scarecrow Stalk.
This one is awesome. I really like this guy.
I like it too. I think we're going to have to take a picture of him for Instagram.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Today has been really brutal. The rain just keeps coming down, and it makes you wonder if it's all worth it to get this little bag of candy that we don't even know what's in there.
Yeah, hoping there's some goodies in there. I mean, even if there's not, it's fun. It's something fun to do at Universal that you don't normally get to do. So even if it's like 3 stale candy corn and a mini Reese's, at least we had fun getting it.
What do we have left to do on our list?
All right, let's take a look.
Right now we're at Richter Burgers.
Yeah,
we went in here just to get quick service because we have a reservation later at Bigfire, which will be my first time eating there. I'm excited.
So we have 8 left to go. We have 8 stops to make before we have all of our stamps. So Custom Gear is next, and then San Francisco Candy Factory. Those are going to be back to back because it looks like they're across the street from each other according to this map. It also looks like they are right in this zone, so we're going to have to go outside and see if we can find them. The map shows this area, so I think it's right here.
I didn't think there's anything in the Harry Potter area.
No, Diagon Alley. There's no place to get stamps there.
Custom Gear is the store for the it's a gift shop for Fast and Furious, which is closed indefinitely. But this is actually a pretty cool display that they have in here. Their skeleton is pretty decked out. I like it.
Yeah, I think that's cool too.
Much better than the ride.
Yep.
At the San Francisco Candy Factory, the skeleton is right here to greet you at the door. So we got this guy just hanging out at the entrance over here. And we got our stamp.
Yeah, we have 6 to go, and then we are done.
6 more?
6 more.
All right, let's go find them.
Yeah.
We are now at Rosie's and we found our Leprechaun. So we got our stamp. I really like this guy. He is pretty cool.
Yeah, this one is really cool. It's a good prop.
I like it. The pot of gold and everything.
Just spilling out of the pumpkin. That's really cool. That's well done.
It's perfect. Over at the Mummy Ride, we're at the Sahara gift shop and we found our skeleton that we were looking for over here. And I really like that blue pumpkin.
Yeah, with the hieroglyphs on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. This looks like a two-headed or three-headed mummy of some kind.
Make him over a little bit here.
It's like a two- or three-headed mummy.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool.
Some of the details in this are really cool too. We've got these little scarabs, these little beetles, just like in the ride. Little coins, the gold again, and this other little scarab beetle, and of course, the coffee. There it is.
So this morning, the virtual queues, they for the 2 haunted houses going on right now, they filled up very quickly. We were able to get into one of them, the Tooth Fairy,
yeah,
so we got to see how it was set up. Well, what happened was, the way that it's set up is that the scare actors have to stay behind a barrier. So it's not really that scary. Visually, it's super cool.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous. It looks great. It looks, you know, intense. But yeah, as Mel said, the scare actors are stuck behind plexi. They can't actually jump out at you, which kind of takes down some of the scare factor. And that, now I know why they're not doing Halloween Horror Nights, because
I still would have liked to have gone through several houses like that.
But I think when you reduce the scare factor like that, and you have people directing you to where you're supposed to feel isolated in a haunted house. You're supposed to feel isolated and like you're in danger. And seeing cast members kind of waving you on, pulling this way and that way, like you don't feel isolated. You don't feel like you're in danger of any kind.
Is that a scare actor? Or is that going to be someone who's what's around the corner? We see somebody, we don't know who. Yeah, but I thought it was super fun, and I did ask if this is something just for this weekend or if it's something that they're going to continue with, and they said that right now they don't know. Nobody has an answer. So we did ask a couple cast members and they said that there is no answer to that right now. So hopefully for other people they will keep up, because it looks like they put a lot of work into the one haunted house that we got to go into, the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really cool. I'm glad that we were able to do it. It looks like they have more Halloween Horror Nights merchandise out. There's a lot of Halloween Horror Nights, even though there is no Halloween Horror Nights. But this is fun. They have a booth over here that has some shirts and some socks and some shot glasses, and it's pretty cool. So there's other Halloween merchandise around the park.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling they would at least have some kind of decorations and merchandise for sale, even though there is no Halloween Horror Nights this year. I figured they would at least celebrate in some way and find some way of doing that.
Over by the entrance to Film Vault, we have our next piece that we are looking for, our next statue at the Scarecrow Stalk. Yep, and he looks like a mummy. The gift shop to the Transformers ride, Supply Vault. This is Supply Vault, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the Scarecrow Stalk over here.
This one is really cool. Mechanical skeleton Scarecrow.
Yeah, I like this one. I'm going to take a picture of him too for Instagram.
Very cool.
At the Shrek gift shop, this is the Scarecrow Stalk statue. It's Pumpkin Man. And then after this, I believe we have one more across the street. And then we can go get our candy.
That's it.
And last, but certainly not least, over by the Minions at the Silly Stuff shop, we have our last Scarecrow Stalk statue right over here.
Yeah, that's it. We did it. We got all of them.
I like him. He's very colorful.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Massive.
Oh, I just saw the clown head at the bottom. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
That's fun. All right, now we can go redeem our candy.
Yeah, let's go get candy.
Now we are off to Studio Sweets to redeem our free candy that we get for doing the Scarecrow stalk. And I think that it's kind of clever. What they did with the way that the map was is they had you walk in an entire way that you would end up right back to over here, which is pretty much where we started. And then you're right there, so you can go and get the candy. And it looks like you're right, there's candy corn, unless that's something else.
It might just be regular old candy corn.
Perhaps. Are you going to be disappointed?
Not at all. I happen to love candy corn. I think we have to go in the other way though.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see what the prize is for running around all day trying to get these stamps.
Well, we did it. We finished all of our stamps. We got free candy. And I was right, it's candy corn. Well, candy corn is one of the options, actually.
I got gummy bears.
The sample size is pretty good. It's a nice little...
It's got a little weight to it.
It does. And I happen to really like candy corn, so this worked out. I'm okay with that. This is my first candy corn of the season. Every year I have a little bit, so that's first candy corn of the fall. That's cool. And while I was there, I had to get a few whoopie pies stashed away in here.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is like the craziest wait times that we've seen since this park is reopened. Usually you don't wait more than like 20 minutes. Today we can't even get virtual queues. We got the Mummy at 4:30 and you can't get any other virtual queues. They filled up immediately.
Yeah.
And some of the coasters, well, I know over here the Rocket's not running because of the weather.
Woody Woodpecker's closed. There was something else closed too. And then we saw Escape from Gringotts had a 135-minute wait, over a 2-hour wait for that.
Yeah, so I don't know how it's going over at Islands. If like the Hulk is running, I would imagine that's probably not running either. But this is definitely the busiest that we have seen Universal since it reopened. There are some holiday-inspired foods and drinks going on throughout the park too. Over here at this food truck, they have Franken-fried chicken and funnel grains. And they also have electrified skin and guts. I'm not sure what any of that is. I imagine they probably involve gluten, so I won't be finding out.
I think the Franken-fried chicken and funnel braids is probably chicken and waffles.
Probably.
Electrified skin and guts, no idea. That could be anything.
Oh, well, so if anybody was wondering about that, there are some Halloween-inspired good stuff, if you can eat it, going on throughout the park. Universal has been closing at 5 o'clock for a while. We thought it was going to close at 5 o'clock today, so we made a reservation in City Walk at Bigfire because we've never eaten there. We wanted to try it. Now, it turns out that the park is actually open a little bit later, maybe because it's busier, they have the Halloween stuff going on, but last night it was open till 8, today it's open till 7, but that's okay. We had a pretty full day.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun today.
This is the inside of the Bigfire Grill, which is called Bigfire Grill because there is literally a Bigfire Grill. That's where the food gets its smoky flavor from. So this should be fun. We have here a trout. So this was actually recommended to me from the waitress. It's gluten-free. All the fish is gluten-free. It's labeled on the menu actually, but this is the trout. I think all that's on it is a butter sauce. There's a little bit of sauce that they put on the side with it, and then from on my sides, I got mixed vegetables and I got potatoes. So they're all going to be safe. So I'll try a little bit of this. Sauce with it.
What do you think?
That's actually quite lovely.
Yeah?
It's a nice flavor.
It looks very good. It looks like it's grilled perfectly.
It's very good. It's just, the fish isn't very fishy, and then you taste a lot of like the sauce, like butter and garlic, and it's just really good.
So I got the beef burgundy, which are some beef tips, mushrooms, carrots, little cocktail onions, in a brown gravy over egg noodles. This looks really, really, really good, and it smells good too. I gotta be careful not to touch this pan because this is really hot. Feel the heat there. All right, let's try it out. What great flavor.
So just like all the other restaurants at Universal and at City Walk, Bigfire is also on the limited menu. Fortunately, they do have a gluten-free dessert that I get to have. It's some kind of, I think she said it was like a chocolate cherry flourless cake. And then Adam is getting a baked Alaska because he's never had one before. Awesome.
I can't.
All right.
Yeah, I'll get
too late.
a still shot of that.
We
Okay.
just still have a flame going, so please be careful. The cast iron is also super hot, so please be careful. But enjoy most of all.
Thank you.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure, of course.
All right, baked Alaska.
Indeed, this,
That's probably too hot for you to eat right away.
yeah, he said just be really careful. So, I mean, there's no live flame right now, so that's good. Yours looks really good too. What did you get?
This is the flourless chocolate cake. I think she said it's like a cherry flavor too. You know what? I'll try mine first.
Yeah? Okay.
Here. Because mine is gonna be okay to eat quicker. Well, I don't know. This has smoke coming off of it too.
Ice smoke.
Ice smoke. No, I don't know if this is hot or not. I feel like
It's going to be
tapping
steamed.
it.
Well, it's steamed because you got ice cream and some little warm cake. It might not be too hot. Just be careful.
Oh no, it's okay.
What do you think?
Well, it definitely is a cherry chocolate. That's
Yeah?
the first time I've ever had cherry chocolate flourless cake. I think it's good, but I don't think it's as good as regular chocolate, flourless chocolate cake.
It is time to dig into the baked Alaska. Let's see how this is. Ooh-wee. Yeah.
I have a feeling it's gonna be very good.
Pretty fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what's the layers?
So it's looks like a cream, like some type of meringue cream, ice cream, and looks like an Oreo crumble at the bottom, an Oreo crust. That's really good. Well guys, I think that is going to do it for us today. I had a good dinner. I thought that was really good.
I would not order that flourless chocolate cake again unless they got rid of the cherry.
Yeah,
I don't really understand that.
I don't get it either. I tried a bite of that, and the first thing I thought was, hey, cherry cough syrup. It really
Yeah.
tasted medicinal, you know?
It didn't taste very good. The chocolate tastes much better by itself.
I think so too, but the rest of the meal was very good, and our day was really fun. We got to do the whole scavenger hunt. We got free candy. And that was just really fun.
We saw the haunted house.
And that was really good too. Like, what a great day.
Yeah.
So, in the meantime, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Hit that little bell icon to receive notifications every time we upload a new video. Until next time, we will see you guys at the park.